everyone. My name is Ram Toshniwal from class CBSE 6C.
And my name is Reyansh Gupta from CBSE 6C. We are delighted to be your hosts for this episode of Smart 360, more than just news.
This season promises to bring you exciting news updates on inspiring initiatives and meaningful conversations happening at GIIS campuses and beyond.
We aim to not only share information but to also spark a curiosity and foster a love for learning. Plus, we promise to make it fun along the way.
So, without further ado, let's dive into today's episode.
Today, we're super excited to talk about a huge event that just happened on August 2nd, the Student Council Investiture Ceremony for grades 9 to 12.
That's right, the atmosphere was electric as proud parents badged their kids, officially welcoming them into the Student Council.
It was an amazing sight. The event witnessed the formation of the Student Council and the class prefect badging ceremony. Over 50 students became Student Council members and 62 were named class prefects.
And let's not forget the teachers and coordinators, as they were all smiles as we put sashes on the students. It was really a heartwarming moment.
Around 20 students received the 100% attendance award as well. Congratulations to all the winners. That's really something to take inspiration from.
Now, here's the exciting part. We have our new head boy, Kartik Sankar, and our Secretary Student Council, Sanmitra Chaudhary, and Alden Anthony. Huge congratulations to all three of you.
Yes, congratulations, Karthik. Let's start with you. Leadership is a big responsibility. How do you plan to lead by example and inspire your fellow students to take on leadership roles?
Hi, thank you for inviting us. Leadership takes on various forms: democratic, autocratic, etc. And so leading by example is a form of leadership called serving leadership, and I love it. Jinal, the current head girl, and I tried to implement this throughout our initiatives last year and also intend on doing so this year as well. One of the main things we did was community service. Community service is essential, especially in a student community, in a school community. And we held, under the student council, we held bake sales and food drives. It was raised for various different reasons. Other than that, there are also minor ideas which ripple out to a large extent, such as a PE initiative for the older students, as well as a movie screening for all. Okay, the idea of having the ability to make a change, is quite inspirational in itself. And I believe that by making initiatives in the student council, it would inspire various students to take up the leadership positions, which is why I applied for this myself. Yeah.
That's awesome, Karthik. Sanmitra, what initiatives do you think that can make a real impact in our school and benefit the student community?
So, like Karthik mentioned, last year we had quite a few activities and drives planned. We had the food drive and we had the fundraiser for the Moroccan earthquake survivors. So, all of these inculcate a sense of responsibility and community service amongst our students. And we plan to introduce more such events this year. So, like Karthik mentioned again, we had the movie screening last year. That was to inculcate a sense of togetherness amongst our students. So this year we have similar things planned, like a book exchange, so as to promote reading, a habit of reading amongst students. We also have an international fest planned, which we're really looking forward to, so that it really promotes a sense of cultural belonging and diversity in our school. So we really hope that our initiatives will have a lasting impact on the student body.
Those are fantastic ideas, Sanmitra. Now, I would like to ask you, Alden, what skills do you hope to develop or improve during your time in the Student Council?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. As part of the student council, I'm very keen on developing my leadership skills as well as collaborating with the student council. This time we have a bigger student council and it helps us to voice out the opinions from the student body to the school management. Now, as Karthik mentioned, we are leaders by example. We set an example by standing up for what is right as well as fostering a culture of integrity and respect.
Thank you, Alden. Finally, Karthik, what message would you like to give your fellow students as you start this term as a head boy?
I would just like to tell all students, please reach out to the student council. We promise we won't bite and we're here to help everyone.
Thank you for sharing your plans and ideas. It sounds like we have a lot to look forward to. And once again, congratulations on your well-deserved positions.
Thank you.
This week, we're thrilled to spotlight an exceptional student who has truly made waves. Srinidhi Sundar, who has achieved a remarkable feat of becoming a world topper in her IBDP exams.
Srinidhi has achieved an extraordinary milestone by securing a perfect score of 45 out of 45. This achievement not only highlights her academic excellence but also brings immense pride to our entire school community.
Our host Shreya Chaturvedi from IB Year 2 had recently had the opportunity of interviewing Srinidhi. During their conversations, Shreya delved into Srinidhi's inspiring 12-year journey at GIIS, her strategies for achieving success and her future goals.
Srinidhi is not just a top student but a multi-talented individual who excels both academically and in extracurricular activities.
The insights she shared with us are sure to benefit all of us in our academic pursuits.
Indeed, her achievements are a testament to what hard work and perseverance can accomplish. Congratulations to Srinidhi on a phenomenal success.
Riyansh, have you heard about the recent breakthrough by MIT engineers Ali Kombargi and Nico Teskeris? They have developed a zero carbon emission fuel using just a soda can, seawater and caffeine.
No, that sounds interesting. How does it work?
When aluminium from soda cans is exposed in its pure form and mixed with seawater, it produces hydrogen gas, which can then power an engine or fuel cell without generating carbon emission. The reaction can be accelerated with caffeine. The researchers found that adding caffeine to the mix significantly speeds up the reaction. By pre-treating aluminium pellets and mixing them with seawater, we produce hydrogen gas. This process is enhanced by a small concentration of imidazole, an active ingredient in caffeine.
What are their plans for this technology?
They are developing a small reactor for marine vessels and underwater vehicles. This reactor would use recycled aluminium pellets, gallium indium alloy, caffeine and seawater to produce hydrogen on demand.
That's impressive. It's a very innovative and sustainable solution.
Indeed, it's innovations like these that pave the way for a cleaner future.
We have some exciting news for all Lego enthusiasts.
Indeed, there's something truly remarkable coming to Singapore soon.
After more than a decade, the acclaimed Art of the Brick exhibition is returning to Singapore this August.
This extraordinary exhibition features the works of an American contemporary artist, Nathan Savaya, renowned for his sculptures and artworks made entirely out of Lego blocks.
The last time Art of the Brick was showcased here was at the Art Science Museum in 2012. Now it's coming back, and this time it will be held at Singapore Expo.
Mark your calendars for this exciting event. There will be a launch of previews on August 31st to September 2nd, with the official opening on September 3rd.
Visitors can look forward to seeing approximately 150 artworks by Savaya, who is known for his impressive large-scale installations and lifelike portraits created from Lego.
For the Singapore show, Savaya's original sculptures will be exhibited alongside his recreations of some of the world's most famous artistic masterpieces, including Michelangelo's David, Van Gogh's The Starry Night, and Da Vinci's Mona Lisa.
These works are sure to be spectacular. Additionally, the exhibition will feature a 6-meter T-Rex skeleton, an interactive Lego creation area, and a unique Lego multimedia collection created in collaboration with Australian photographer Dean West.
The exhibition, premiered in 2007 in the US, has since traveled to 100 cities and 24 countries. It has been visited by over 7 million people worldwide, both young and adults.
I definitely would love to visit. How about you? I think it's an event you certainly don't want to miss.
Hello everyone, my name is Johan Pugalindi and I am from CBSE 9C. For this week's book corner, I would like to recommend The Fifth Mountain by Paulo Coelho. The Fifth Mountain is a beautifully written novel that delves into the life of Prophet Elijah. Coelho's lyrical prose paints a vivid picture as Elijah wrestles with his fate and his own humanity. Set against the backdrop of a turbulent historical period, the story follows Elijah's journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. As he faces numerous trials and tribulations, Elijah learns about resilience, the power of faith, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. This narrative offers solace and inspiration to those seeking meaning in their lives, reminding readers that even in the face of immense challenges, one can find hope and purpose. I highly recommend The Fifth Mountain for anyone who appreciates profound storytelling and philosophical insights. Paulo Coelho's masterful writing will captivate you and leave you pondering the deeper questions of life long after you turn the last page.
So viewers, with this, we have come to the end of this episode. Stay tuned for our next episode where we will be delving into fascinating updates from our campuses and delivering the freshest news from across the globe.
Until next time, this is Ram.
And this is Reyansh signing off.